What's up guys, this is how I passed my Atlas funded 10k phase 1 account. So as you guys know, in the last video I was up 5%, and then actually yesterday I started recording this video that I'm recording right now. But then I realized today when I wanted to cut the video, I realized that it was without any audio, without any microphone audio. So I completely fucked it up yesterday, and that's why I have to re-record it right now. So I already deleted my losing trades, but I actually had 2 really bad losing days. On the first day I lost like 4.5%, and on the second day I lost like 4.3%. And yeah, to be honest with you guys, I'm human too. I do mistakes as well. I fuck up as well sometimes, okay? I'm not perfect. I do have some bad psychology days as well. I do really fuck up sometimes as well, man. So over this period, in these 2 days right here, I had really bad trading days. On the first day it was 3 losing trades, and on the second day it was right here. I can even remember now that I look at it. It was a trade like this where I thought to myself, I'm gonna risk a huge stop loss, because I thought to myself, it was Asia session, and I thought to myself, nah, it will never come that deep down. And I was like tired and all of that, and it was just an unnecessary trade, you know. Even though I did told myself I won't trade Asia today, I still traded Asia, you know. That's what happens when you go against yourself, when you go against what you told yourself, when you go against your rules. This is what comes out. And the other day before that, it was like 3 losing trades. I don't remember exactly how they were, but I was just basically only going for buys, and I was just always having tight stop losses. My stop losses hit right here, stop loss hit right here, and then stop loss hit right here. The last trade was the 3rd trade. Stop loss hit, and then couple minutes later that shit pumped, but then came back down even further. So after that I basically stopped completely. I deleted another trade. It was the first winning trade after the losing streak. I think it was around here. Basically I bought around here, and I did not hold for full TP. I closed like 30 pips early, but I still recovered really good on that trade. Yeah, I deleted that one as well, because as I said guys, yesterday night, late night, I recorded like a 20 minutes video talking about my losing trades and all of that, talking about everything. Then today when I wanted to cut the video and upload it, I realized that there was no mic audio on that shit. So I completely fucked up, as I said. And I already deleted those trades in that video when I was recording it, as I'm doing right now. That was the first winning trade after the losing streak. If you ask me why did you keep buying, bro, I was keep buying because I knew that shit will pump, okay? I fucking knew that shit will pump, and look at how much it pumped afterwards, okay? I was right all the time. I just entered too early and my stop losses were too tight, okay? If I would have placed my stop loss below this right here, or even waited for a better entry and placed my stop loss below the big figure number 4,300, then that shit would have been easy wraps, bro. But I just made a mistake, entered too early, was not disciplined, was not patient. I fucked up. It's okay, we're human, we make mistakes sometimes. So that was the first winning trade. Then I basically just kept continuing to go with the trend, bro. Go with the trend, because I know once gold breaks out of all-time high, it just keeps making new all-time highs. I know how gold works because I trade only gold since nearly 4 years. So I trade that shit since a very long time, because I only trade gold since 3 years, nearly 4 years. I know how it moves during strong bullish times, and even though it's December, it's still going really strong. But we could definitely see some slowing down now till the rest of the month. Let's just see how that shit will go. Other than that, yeah, I just kept continuing with the trend, guys. Right here I've seen it can't really go down properly. It has a hard time coming down. I already was bullish. I didn't play around much and I bought. Nice 1 to 3, just held it. It came down many times to entry and to drawdown, but I just kept staying patient, and after 2 hours that shit hit full TP. Then I was expecting like a weakening of that shit, and maybe coming back down here, taking this liquidity right here. I was expecting that, but that shit didn't want it to come down, bro. It kept going up, and then it tried to go down again, but it literally couldn't go down, bro, like so slow. So as y'all know me, actually I entered right here. It came up, came back down. This was a nice little not so good break of structure for me, but I was already bullish. I was already reading price action that it really can't go down right now. It still wants to go up, so I decided to enter again for a nice 1 2 4. This shit hit our beautiful take profit once again. This was pretty much one of the last trades for the last 1% that I needed to make. So basically I was up 8% after all of this. So basically after losing nearly 10% in 2 days, I recovered everything and made 8% on top with these 3 trades right here. No, it was actually 4 trades with that one as well. 1 2 3 with 4 trades I recovered 10% loss and made 8% on top. Then I only needed to make 1 more percent, okay, because profit target is 9%. So I made that one with this right here. Same shit, same shit. It was even fresh market opening, market rollover, after market rollover, fresh stepping into Asia session. I decided to buy that shit because after rollover that shit pumped really hard, pulled down, so I entered based on that pullback. Did not risk too much on this trade. I only needed to make 1%, so I placed my stop loss below the daily opening right here. This is an indicator that I have, and it basically always shows you the daily open, and the daily open most of the time it makes some reactions on the daily open. So I just placed my stop loss below that, because as you can see right here, once breaking out of that, once the daily open got marked, that shit never came back down. So this is even a confluence for you. Or if it would open and came down here, this would be a confluence to sell, you know, just a confluence, not your main confluence. You should always take multiple puzzles, multiple confluences, multiple puzzle tiles, put them all together, and if it makes sense, then if the trade makes sense, if it feels good, if it feels clear, then you enter. That's how I'm mostly doing it. And since I only trade gold most of the time, I don't need much of that complicated bullshit that is out there nowadays. I like it simple and clear on my charts, and that's how I do it. And with gold most of the time I'm on the buy side, because that's just what makes sense since it's strongly bullish. So I made 1% right here, and then I realized, because of my time zone, this was still counted as the trade of yesterday, so it didn't count as the last trading day that I needed to fulfill, because the dashboard time zone is completely different than the time zone of my home country. So I basically had to wait a little bit and then make 0.5% in order to clear the last trading day, and that's what I did with this one. First I sold, but I closed it with a small loss. Bought right here, but actually there was another trade. It's just not on here. It was 3 trades. I'm just gonna show you right here. With that, I made the last 0.5% and passed phase 1. If you have any more questions, just write them down below, either on IG or YouTube. I'm gonna upload this full version on YouTube and short version on IG. And this is now the question of someone in the last video: how do I mark up my lines? How do I mark up my lines on the charts? So basically, first of all, what I'm basically doing is I'm marking up all big figure numbers like 3,000, 3,100, 3,200, 3,300, 3,400, 3,500. Every 100 steps, I'm marking them up. So these are the big figure numbers. Big figure numbers do have a really good potential. Most of the time, as you can see right here on the big figure number 4,300, it faked it out by coming back down here. And once it came back up, it never came back down. It always stayed up there, even came down, but always rejected the level of the big figure number 4,300, and then even pushed higher. It never came back down there again. So big figure numbers do actually work. Here as well, another quick example: big figure number 4,400. It tried to go down. Once it broke out of that big figure number, sellers tried to step in, but they couldn't even manage to come below that big figure number 4400, and it even took off from there and never came back down here again. So these big figure numbers, they are embedded in my analysis, embedded within myself. They are like, I don't even have to think about them anymore. It's like all automatic. Once I look at the charts, I analyze full automatically. And other than that, I mark up my past daily high, past daily lows, and over past daily high. So past daily low is the daily low of yesterday that I didn't mark up right here. So past daily low, past daily high is correct. Past daily low, all-time high would be here. Basically, I just mark up the all-time high, past daily low, the past daily high, which is right here on 4500, and the over past daily high, which would be in this case right here on 4450. This would be the overpass daily high, which means either the daily high 2 days ago, or it can also be a really important daily high right here. Okay, and that's basically how I mark up my charts. I don't do more than that. Maybe a couple of trend lines. I work with trend lines, but not more than that. If you have any more questions, write them down below. Like this video, comment this video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that shit. Let's grow this channel. Let's grow this channel up. If you want to see more, then just support